There has been a variety of atomic models throughout the history of atomic physics, and one of the earliest model was proposed by the John Dalton. John Dalton came with the idea that all the matter is composed of very small particles and called them atoms and form an atomic theory. The main points of his atomic theory are: first point is all matters is made of atoms, and atoms are indivisible and indestructible. Second point is all the atoms in a given element are identical in their mass and their properties. Third point is the compounds are formed by a combination of two or more different kind of atoms. Fourth point is a chemical reaction is the combination of the atoms, and we can say that is the rearrangement of atoms. Today we know that atoms are not indivisible because they are made up of the neutrons, electrons and protons. Next model is the Thomson model, and it is also known as the plum pudding model. In this model, Thomson proposed that the total positive charge is diffused over the atom, and in which the negatively charged particles are embedded to counterbalance the positive charge to make the atom neutral. But this model could not explain the stability and the spectra of the atom. Next model is the Rutherford nuclear model of atom, also known as the planetary model of the atom. On the basis of the alpha particle scattering experiment, it was concluded that the atom has a very small region called nucleus in which total approximate mass and the total positive charge are concentrated, and electrons were proposed to revolve around the nucleus in the orbits. The radius of the nucleus is approximately of the order of 10 power minus 15 meter, while the radius of atom was proposed was while radius of atom is approximately of the order of 10 power minus 10 meters. So size of the nucleus is very small, and in which total mass and total positive charge is concentrated. Next model is the Rutherford nuclear model of atom. It is also known as the planetary model of the atom. This model is based on the alpha particle scattering experiment, in which it was found that when alpha particles are bombarded on the thin aluminum foil, maximum of the alpha particle moves undeviated, while some have small angle of deviation, and very few out of 10,000s get screened. Next is the Rutherford nuclear model of atom, also known as the planetary atom of the. Next model is Rutherford nuclear model of atom, also known as the planetary model of atom. And this model is based on the alpha particle scattering experiment, which concluded that the atom has a very small region called nucleus in which total mass and the positive charge is concentrated. The size or the radius of atom is of the order of 10 power minus 10 meter, while the size of nucleus is of the order of 10 power minus 15 meter. As per this model, electrons in the orbit revolve around positively charged nucleus like planets moves around the sun. The electric force of attraction between electrons and nucleus provide necessary centripetal force for circular motion to electrons. But problems with this model is number one, as per electromagnetic theory, a circulating electron is having acceleration and due to which it radiates electromagnetic waves. Because circulating electron is having acceleration, or we can say it is a accelerated charge, and accelerated charge always radiates the electromagnetic wave, so losses energy, due to which it should spiral and fall in nucleus. So it creates a threat to the stability of the atom. Second one, because electron is revolving around nucleus and radiating electromagnetic wave, so it must radiate continuous spectra. But in practice, experimentally, it is observed that the spectra is the discrete spectra, that means it is in the form of lines. So it could not explain the spectrum of the atoms. Let's take a problem. In a Rutherford scattering experiment, when alpha particle of mass m moving with velocity v bombards a heavy nucleus of charge Zi, its distance of closest approach from nucleus depend on mass as. Here, the nucleus is given which has plus Ze charge. It is a heavy nucleus, and towards is an alpha particle. An alpha particle is basically the helium nucleus, so it contains plus 2e charge. This alpha particle is moving towards the nucleus with velocity v. So condition for closest approach is that kinetic energy will become equal to the potential energy. When total kinetic energy becomes the potential energy, then it stops, and this will give the closest approach or closest distance between the alpha particle and the heavy nucleus. So in this condition, kinetic energy will be half into mass of the alpha particle is given m, and velocity is also given v, so it is half mv square, and this is equal to potential energy. It is the electric potential energy which is given by 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Charge of the heavy nucleus is plus Zi, charge of alpha particle is plus 2e, and the distance between them in the condition of the closest approach is suppose r0. So we put the value of distance as r0 because potential energy is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q1 q2 by r, with two charges q1 and q2 are at a distance r. This will give, because we have to find the r0, distance of closest approach, which we have written here r0. So we have to find the r0 in terms of m. So r0, we bring the r0 on left hand side, and remaining terms will be bring on right hand side. So it will come Ze into 2e. This will give 2Ze square divided by 1 by 2 mv square. So R0 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into 4ze square by mv square. Here this R0 and m are inversely related, so we can write that R0 is proportional to 1 by m. So we can say distance of closest approach is inversely proportional to the mass of the particle.